Good afternoon and thank you. Welcome to everyone around the country, along the Fleurieu Peninsula, this great country of ours, for the best country football you're ever going to see. The 2024 Grand Final of the Great Southern Footy League. An amazing scene is set here. Myponga Mudlarks have absolutely put on a wonderful arena for us here today. So much to love about this ground, so much to love about the town is painted green and gold. And a spectacular scene awaits for one of these proud clubs. 40 years ago, it took them 40 years to get here for this grand final. Can they come away from the cup standing away? Is another drought breaker? Possibly. It's the Victor Harbor Kangaroos. 25 years ago, they got a flag. Chris Shaddock, what are your thoughts about this game, mate?
Good afternoon, Steve G, and good afternoon, YouTubers and radio listeners on 90.1 Happy FM. Well, it's certainly we're in for a treat this afternoon. There's a stack of people here, stack of supporters. The teams seems equally balanced, looking around the ground, just at the colours. Both clubs have distinctive colours, so no trouble picking out who's supporting who. There's about, I'd say, roughly 1,000 to 1,200 people on the oval at the moment. Well,
it seems like about 50,000 to me. That's what it feels like. It's that carnival atmosphere. I remember, Juan Antonio Samaranch in the 2000 Olympics, the president, he said, this was the best Olympics ever. I'm going out on a limb saying this has been the best grand final promotion ever.
I thought you were going to give a bit of prediction. The winner is...
Sydney!
Nah, Myponga.
Yes, Myponga. Well, it is. It's got to be Myponga. They've done good. Congratulations to Jeff Hutchinson, the president of the club, and all the people. Like Renee Spinks, I spoke to her over here, and she described the craziness going on over there. It's fantastic. Good craziness. There's a lot of intensity, excitement, nerves, energy.
Well, there's a lot of hospitality tents too.
Yes.
To go with the band, live band, playing, starting the setup in between quarters, and whenever they can sneak a few riffs in. And of course, this place is no stranger to putting on music type events.
They love it. Yes. Woodstock. Myponga Woodstock.
The Myponga Festival, 15,000 people, headlined by Black Sabbath et al.
And look, this has been an amazing build up to this. I was just listening to Doc and Rocky in the morning sports show this morning, and interesting to note, Doc was picking Myponga to win by 5 points, and Rocky said Victor Harbor by 7 points. Of course, bit of bias there by Rocky because he's a Victor Harbor supporter, ex-player, of course. But he's over there with the locals, his local Victor Harbor crowd. And they brought the big bus in. There was like 52 people on the bus. And they started into the amber fluid a little bit early for mine, but they're pumped, ready to go.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, I suppose. But for the Victor supporters, good on them.
Yes.
Good on them. There is a real, and I spoke to Rocky earlier, and he said there's a real carnival atmosphere amongst the Roo supporters, and they're really starting to enjoy themselves. And that was before the B grade had even started. And
the B grade, there was an interesting win there. So Victor Harbor got up. Great win by them.
The Roos are the ones carrying the cup, and they're the ones with most supporters on the ground out of that 50,000.
Yeah, and so conversely, you had in the senior Colts, the Mudlarks got a win there in their grand final. So it's one apiece. So Myponga Sellicks got one grand final, the senior Colts. Kangaroos got one for the reserves. Who's going to win the big one? What are your thoughts, Chris?
Well, the big kahuna. Well, could come down to a couple of things.
Yes.
Even though it's not the hottest of days, hydration.
Hydration every time.
And I'm tipping that the Roo boys will be going down the lines of pickle juice, and the Myponga team will be concentrating on the banana, iced coffee,
Fluoro milk gear. Yes.
Fluoro milk stuff,
for the sponsors.
Banana.
Look, for mine, it's very interesting, isn't it? Because Kangaroos had the easy path to get to this game. They had the week break. They had a dominating performance in the qualifying final. They just got through very easy, unscathed, unchanged lineup. There's only the one change from last week's game. That is Levi Proud is into the side, and he had a bit of injury concerns. And I was speaking to a couple of Victor supporters over there. Very surprised to see the number 4 for the green and gold side in for Myponga Sellicks, but he is in. He's a very damaging player, good solid player. I'm just concerned. How is their body toughness is going to come back from to bite them? I mean, they've had a tough game against Maclean Districts last week.
It's very telling that they've only had that one change. So that was Flintham. I think Freddie to his mates. Flintham came in last week.
Yep.
They kicked at least one, possibly two,
Yep.
in the last quarter and a half. It's one of those things, isn't it? Unlucky for him. Proud. Were they just resting him out of an abundance of caution? And just knowing that they were hoping that he'd be cherry ripe to come in today. He's a very important cog for the Myponga, the Muddies machine.
Yeah.
And he's up coming up on the oval too. They're just coming in the screenshot now.
Here we go.
And, look at Ben Kennedy. He looks cherry ripe.
And you've got to ask yourself, how did they sleep last night? What were the nerves like? How are they going to stand up to the might of this Victor Harbor side? The Victor Harbor side, they move the ball so swiftly, and they're going to have to try and...
We can't be beaten.
Can't be beaten.
We've got a bit of a Rose Tattoo rendition going on over here.
In the background, the band has already started up, and here come the Victor side onto the ground. Cock a hoop, they look absolutely cherry ripe, don't they?
It is. We can't be beaten. Rose Tattoo. Yeah. What a great choice of song by the band.
Yeah, they've thought about it.
Wow. Move over, Black Sabbath. We got our own. And Yusuf Islam, the Cat Stevens bloke that was here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now the Roo boys are out. They're coming out with some footies, some Sharons, and they're just exercising, warming up.
A lot of talk about the forwards for Victor Harbor, and not much talk about the defence, but don't worry, they've got plenty of defence firepower there. I'm looking at guys like Kane Cooper, and what about Jack Cooper? These are amazing player, not obviously related. Two very, very good players there. Who else have we got?
Well, I think Tarquin Brown's come in.
Yes.
And he's looks like he's shaved down.
Shaved down?
He's ready for the big event, the big dance.
Yeah.
But what I'm interested about him is because he's quite a big, like you call him a tall, and so has Victor deliberately gone talls? They're not worried about the wind and the blustery conditions.
I think they put their best side on the park. They know this is what they do. You got Bryce Gibbs in here. He's played about 6 or 7 games for them this year.
Oh, no, actually, surprisingly, I think he's up to double figures.
Oh, is he?
I think he's around the 12.
Oh, there you go.
Which at the start of the year, they said 5 or 6.
Yeah, okay.
So he's doubled that.
He's got South commitment, so that was fair enough.
But have a look at him. He's an imposing looking player.
Yeah.
He's 34, 35.
Got the old man strut about him.
But not the old man's Trilby.
Is what?
Trilby.
What's the Trilby?
The hat. that Ross wears the Trilby hat quite often in the football. I haven't spotted him today, but I'm sure he'd be here.
Yes.
G'day if you're listening, Ross and Julie.
And just the breeze, interesting to see the breeze. It's blowing across the ground in a westerly direction, and really doesn't favour either side. It can be a bit, earlier on in the day it looked like it was going to the right of screen. Now it's just blowing across the ground. So you've got to be very mindful when kicking for goal. Take that post that's favouring the wind, and just whoever takes their opportunities first, this is going to be a telling point of the game. So they're just getting warmed up here, finishing their warm-ups. Players are getting in close. They're going to get ready for the national anthem very, very soon. And wouldn't it be good if the live band just piped up and started on with a bit of, I don't know, waltzing Matilda? Something like that.
Yeah, that could bring the house down. Now, special quick shout out to Roger and Christine Trevelyan.
G'day Roger, g'day Christine.
Who live right over the back here, just 30-40 metres away. They allow us to use their power. So thank you very much, Roger and Christine. They're up there. They've got the best corporate box in town, and they've got some guests there. Oh, here we go. Where players are about to
get ready on the
national anthem.
And just waiting on that. It's going to be a fairly dry start to the day here by the looks of things for the A grade. And during the day there was light misty rain falling over the ground, but it looks to be pretty clear. Hopefully those clouds have stayed away and they're going to get a great contest, rain free. And what a sight it is here at the Mudlark Park. There we go. Have we got that? The sound.
With golden soil and wealth for time, our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gift of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Oh, beautiful. What a fantastic a cappella performance by that young lady. We'll have to get her name later on.
I think she had some
wonderful.
friends too.
She had some friends in there?
It sounded like it.
I think it was just a solo effort.
Always good. Another big tick to the Myponga Footy Club for organising this.
Yes.
Always good when you can get people that can actually sing to do these things.
It's always a welcome surprise.
It is.
She was in tune.
She was great.
She sung it with passion.
Really good effort.
She had to battle against the wind.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. We are set for the 2024 Great Southern Football League Grand Final. Exciting times here. For one of these clubs, it will be an absolutely wonderful experience. History in the making. For the other team, it will be a matter of oh so close, and the season that just slipped away. Who will get the trophy cabinet, a bit of silverware, the Kevin Curran Cup up for grabs, and a big flag. It's going to be on for young and old. Cannot wait for this clash. Just going through their paces now. We're going to get the two captains in.
They're on their way.
Got Jesse McKinnon, and I'm thinking Scott Ogilvy's coming in. Yep. Ogles coming in for the toss-up. Umpires for today, we've got Darren White, Alex Cornelius and Josh Niederer. They exchange pleasantries. And there's the toss of the coin, and it is won by Jesse McKinnon, who says we'll take the right of screen. That's to the southern end, and if anything you'd say there's an advantage there, but let's face it, that breeze is sort of going in towards the pocket maybe. Kick down this way to the right of screen. So Kangaroos don't want to get off to a fast start here. Last time these two teams met was in round 16, and it was a 3-goal margin in favour of the Kangaroos, but at three-quarter time, towards the end of three-quarter time, the Mudlarks were up by 18 points. No, sorry, that was 21 points they were up at three-quarter time, and they lost the game by 18 points. So
this
could go either way.
It's very hard to pick. Well, on balance of games won during the season, I think that's, for mine, that's got something to say about it all. And Victor Harbor did win 3 more games, minor round games, than Myponga did. Myponga did have that draw that didn't really play in their favour from round 1.
Yeah, against McLaren District's solid opposition.
Yes. Who they turned that table around last weekend, didn't they?
And that's an interesting thing. Like in both finals, you have a look at Victor Harbor. They had a solid win against McLaren's, big win, and Myponga Sellicks, same thing, about by the same margin. So that once again shows you these two teams are very close. Myponga Sellicks have the home ground advantage. The Kangaroos have that advantage by having that weak break. So, can't pick them, Chris.
Well, I'm going to nail McCullers to the mast.
Yes.
Victor
for yours. Okay, there you go.
But
well,
not,
I'll go for
not by many.
I'll go Myponga Sellicks just to even things up. But let's face it, we just want a great game of footy, and I think we're in for one here today. So
the players are in tight huddles at respective ends of the ground. Can see Big Johnny Butcher with his arms. He's got a fair span on him, that fella, but he stretches his arms out around
the X Factor. We haven't even spoken about the X Factor. I can't wait to see how they're going to use Johnny Butcher in the ruck when they put him in and put him into the forward line, because that's mixing the game up.
My theory is that these shocking adverse conditions suit Johnny Butcher.
Yeah.
He's a great mark, and just anything can happen when he drops that ball down onto the foot. The harder the conditions, the better he seems to come out.
So here we are, the opening moments of the 2024 Grand Final. Ball up in the centre, here it goes, the 2024 Grand Final, tapped out of there, the first clearance towards Victor Harbor's end. Hayslip gets a handball over, they kick it in there, forward 50, bouncing ball, last possession, free kick going to be taken by Myponga. That's Kane Spinks going to be taking it from the back lines right in front of the Kangaroo supporters. I'll be giving him a bit of advice.
Any early score would be welcomed by either club here. Any early major. Spinks by foot down to just worse than centre wing. Ball goes out.
Is that breeze coming into effect?
Yeah, was that another last possession, or no? Someone's touched it. We're going to have a throw in.
Ball up now, far side. High ball toss. Whitford gets a hand on it, gets tackled straight away, too high. Whitford gets a free kick and 25 for his troubles. Mudlarks now looking to drive this into attack. Doesn't muck around with it, bangs it onto the boot, looking for Butcher. Hey, out from the back he goes. Just banged out of there in a hurry by the Kangaroo centre wing position. Ball bouncing over the top of the pack. Leading for it is Ogilvie, couldn't get it. Oh, lovely turn there by Jackson Elms. Gets a handball away to McKinnon. McKinnon gets tackled, handballs back to Hayslip. Hayslip handballs back. Bartram barges his way through, just bangs on his left foot, and there he is again, Jackson Elms.
Elms in those trademark blue suede shoes, chips it over to Bryce Gibbs. Gibbs couldn't complete the mark under heavy pressure, and is he being given a free kick? No, someone's given away one to the Myponga player, and Ryan Kelly to take the free kick from back flank.
Kick along the boundary line, Sampson. Connor Sampson gets a kick around the corner. Hines from the back of the pack just fisted over the boundary line. So just a stalemate. They've come out. Neither team looking like the goods just yet. Who will get this first goal? Boundary throw-in. Whitford versus Treloar. Neither ruck could get it. Loose ball. McKinnon, he's got it now. Gets a handball out. Over to Cooper. Kane Cooper now. Stock. Daniel Stock takes a bounce through the centre of the ground. Takes another. Umpire said, thank you. It's coming back here. Free kick. He's just pulled the pin on that one. Geez whiz, I had the advantage there, the Kangaroos. But going to be taken back here. That was a free kick to Jack Cooper. Didn't see what that was for. Cooper now chips out into the forward 50 for the Mudlarks. Shilby just dives forward. Wasn't a free kick. Play on's a call. Lovely low pass and a great mark to Michael Ross. Chipped it in the forward part of the ground. Vincent now for the Kangaroos. They got run here. Bryce Gibbs. Players are free. Gibbs now just bangs it. Wobbler. Floater into the forward line. Off hands it goes. Handball. Overalls in there. Wrapped into a tackle was a Myponga Mudlarks Cooper. It's going to be a ball up, about 40 out.
Yeah, the start of that exit out of the back line was from Mitchell Brook before, and he's going to be pivotal today. So ball's been thrown up. It's hit the deck. Harry Vincent in on the ground, in and under, trying to get it out. Mudlarks get it up to the back flank. It's intercepted by Kleinig for Victor Harbor. He sends it down to Brocky for Victor Harbor. He can't complete the mark. So Overall got his hands to it, but he's been taken to ground. And umpire says we'll have a stoppage ball up. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it should be a low-scoring game, this, if you go by the form of the previous games today. A goal's worth 2. Tapped out there by Whitford. They go in hard. Oh, just chipping off the ground. Taken out there by the Mudlarks. Last line of defence. Reece Bartram gets a boot on it. Hines now for the Mudlarks. Sampson got tackled. Holding the ball. Play on's the call. Victor take it through. Gibbs hands and knees trying to rush the ball there. Tackled. Good tackle there. Hayslip just says thank you very much. How do you like that one? On Kempster. Worn one in the hip there. But he'll be alright. Bit of a bruise on the hip to start the game. Ball up now. Whitford gets the tap down for the Mudlarks. Who's going to get this clearance? Dowling. Handball over. Trying to get Gibbs. Kennedy gets a don't argue in there, over to Sampson. Lovely work. Mitch Wilkins always uses the ball well. This is, gets chipped over there by Cooper for the Kangaroos. On the forward 50 for them now. Ross, kick forward, diving. Players go in. Dowling gets tackled. Play on's the call. Loose ball. What have they got here, the Mudlarks? Holding the ball, don't play on. Whoa, it's a hot potato out here.
Jeez, Ogilvy was had
Lucky.
a bit of mother luck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wrapped up, dispossessed, but umpire was a fairway away and had on the wrong side. Anyway, it's with Harrison Cock and right in front of the scoreboard, and the ball's been under pressure, sent over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary line throw in. So scores at the moment still 0-0 apiece.
Boundary throw in. Rucks go out. Oh, Whitford gets a couple of hands on it. Nice clearance by the Mudlarks. Oh, bouncing ball. Stock picks it up left and right. Gets a little chip forward. Kangaroos now with an opportunity. Heaslip. Dowling, handball. Back to Stock. Trying to get it out of there. Oh, he's got it out. He's done a rainmaker kick. Up and down it goes. Play on's the call. Sampson gets a kick out wide. Ogilvy for the Mudlarks. Driving down towards the centre wing position. Shillabeer, where is he? Bouncing ball. Brook is on him. Shillabeer, what's he got? Brook does the job there, wins the battle. They go in hard. Bartram on the bottom of the pack, and it's going to be a ball up.
Well, Mitchell Brooks just pushed Shillers out the way.
Yep.
It says, I'm going to have this ball.
Yeah.
We want it more. And yeah, Shillers was left a bit flat-footed. Anyway, ball's been thrown up. It's Zach Dowling's got it over to Jesse McKinnon. McKinnon by right foot gets it into the forward 50 for the Roos. And looks like we'll have a last possession free kick here. And that'll be going the way of Myponga on the scoreboard side of the ground. Jack Cooper's got it on the defensive 50 for Myponga.
Right by the Kangaroo supporters there. Big hello to Harry Vincent's Nana. I can see her in there. G'day, Jetty. How you going? Cooper now for the Mudlarks. Going to drive along the boundary line. Centre wing. Up they go. Pack forms. Fisted over the boundary line. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Yep, boundary throw-in. Right in front of the coach's boxes. There's Richo up there. His whiteboard's got twice the size. He's got to get more magnets on there. He's actually borrowed a few magnets from his fridge.
It's almost going to end up being the size of his fridge. Glad to see he got it back though after missing it last week. Ball thrown in by the boundary ump. Whitford wins the tap, sends it down to Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy jumps on it. Ross for Victor Harbor's got it out to Ben Heaslip.
Oh.
Heaslip tries to muscle his way through with some success. Gains some meterage for his team, but Sampson intercepts from Myponga. Harrison Cock now back to Sampson. Bit of 1-2 on the back flank. Myponga by foot. Oh, down to Shillabeer. Centre wing for Myponga on the scoreboard side of the ground. Wheels around. Shillabeer sends it long up towards the forward square.
Oh, Johnny Butcher tries a mark. Doesn't get it. Play on the call. Holding the ball. Big call. Mudlarks get this one. Great defensive pressure there by the man up forward, Jake Spinks. And the goal opportunist has the first decent shot on goal of the game and a massive opportunity to score a goal for his team here. The Green and Gold Army's right behind him on this one. The kick underway by Spinks is there off. Oh, a golden opportunity goes begging. Through for the minor score. 1 point. The Mudlarks play. Victor Harbor yet to score.
Mitchell Brook to bring it in for the Roo boys. He's got a decent kick on him, this lad, and can get some distance. Kicks it from inside the square, gets it down to almost centre wing. Excellent kick. It's off hands and out to Elms at the back. Beautifully blocked. Over to Bryce Gibbs. He tries to get a quick little hand pass off. It's nearly into the forward 50. Back to Elms, back to Gibbs. Elms again, racking up a lot of touches. They try to find Heaslip. He's found it. Trelaw by hand over to Gibbs. Gibbs back to a running player. They go for the full forward area, and Michael Ross right into the breadbasket, straight onto the chest, almost lace out, and he is well within scoring distance. Will release from probably less than 35, almost directly in front.
And interesting to watch Bryce Gibbs' involvement there. Cool under pressure, lovely little hand passes, set up that play. And this man, Michael Ross, notable goal scorer, should have no problems with this one. The kick by Ross is underway. The left foot. He likes it. The goal umpire likes it. Goal to the Kangaroos. So they get first blood. The Roos are on the board. 1 goal plays 1 point on the FPAG scoreboard.
The Roo boys, and wouldn't they be enjoying that? And in that passage of play, that setup, I reckon Bryce Gibbs seemed to have at least 3 touch involvements.
Yeah, cool under pressure.
Oh, and does that rub off into his teammates?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he gives the team, is that, that bit of confidence that they need. It's a cool under pressure. If you're in the finals, that experience, it really does count. Ball up now in the centre of the ground. We've got the big boys at it. Oh, Luke Whitford gets the tap away. McKinnon gets the handball out of there in a hurry. The clearance is with a ruse. Hayslip features in there. Kick along into the forward 50. Sam Overall bouncing ball. Cooper tackles without possession. Play on's a call. They wrestle. They're on the ball. Holding the ball. Just called it for diving on the ball there. Cooper just wanted to wrap it up. And he's caught one in the eye. So... Overall,
the umpire's called
the ball.
time on for the keepers. Is that due to the eye problem that Cooper was?
Yeah, just a bit.
He's come off. I reckon he's come off.
Yeah. So he's got a hell of a lot of support here. He's got the blue and white army behind him. Sam Overall, tight angle, but you know what? This is not a bad spot to kick it from, because that breeze will just be helping him. Attract that ball into the goals.
It'll be helping him more than the jumping castle is.
Yes, indeed. Kick under the way by Overall. He's popped it up there. It's not a bad looking kick. It's a great kick. It's a goal to the Kangaroos.
What a perfectly weighted kick.
Yeah, look at that. The breeze. He just sat it up there.
Tormented the defenders on the goal line.
Yeah.
Just out of reach, going over their heads. And... oh, the Roo boys, 2 goals, 13-point lead on the FBX scoreboard for the Roo boys.
Yeah. So, the ominous start here by the Victor Harbor side. 2 goals. They had 1 chance there.
I've got to correct myself. 11-point lead.
Yes, indeed.
I was getting ahead of myself.
That's good enough. Round the mark, mate. Up they go in the centre of the ground. Treloar gets the tap. Whitford tries to do the ruck work. In goes Sampson. Now Kennedy. Ben Kennedy handball out. Kelly under pressure. Try to get out of it. Play on's a call. Just wrestling on the ground there, Kennedy. And a good tackle on Treloar. Going to be a ball up.
Yeah, Treloar, ruckman, but not frightened to get on his hands and knees and burrow in and get it out. So he's back to doing the ruck duties now. Whitford got it, but he slipped, intercepted it for the Roo boys. He sends it down to the forward square. There's the... Kennedy brother and Bryce Gibbs do battle, and it goes over the point line for a rush behind.
Sam Kennedy now from the full-back position. He's taken these kick-outs and done a great job this year for his side. Going to kick long. Out of side. Luke Whitford sets himself over the back of the pack. It goes. So in a tackle there. Kleiny gets it over to Elms. Elms around the corner. He slipped. Look at this. The blue and white Kangaroos. They're on the march. And lovely lead to Sam Overall. Beautiful lead. Leather short pass is on. Looking for Ross. Oh, the mark. Couldn't get there. Kempster goes in. In they go. Sam Overall now. Elms bangs it onto the boot. Into the goal square. Fisted towards the teeth of the goal. Sam Basham goes left and right. Little short pass and finds Sam Overall. They've got the ball on the string here, the Kangaroos. They are absolutely firing in this first quarter.
Well, if he slots this, Damien Cross and the supporters will just be cock a hoop.
Well, a great start.
That was just, if he slots it, very big goal assist stat to Sam Basham.
Oh, yeah.
He's kicked that almost 20 metres in the opposite direction to find him.
They're Overall now, kicks and just offline through for the minor score. Deserved a goal. They set that up well, the Kangaroos. Good team play. But that breeze, once again, just getting it to the left of those goals and the minor score.
Here he is.
2 goals, 2 plays 1 point.
Coming off last week, Sam Kennedy, where he played with peace, harmony, prosperity and wealth. And the cool hand Luke sends it out, gets good distance, gets it well past... the half-back position for Myponga was to a pack of players. There was a huge leap from the Roo player. I reckon that was Kane Cooper, and then we're going to have a ball up. Ball goes up. Trelaw wins it by hand from the ruck duel. Kelly for Myponga slaps it onto his boot, gets it down to centre half wing, and Sampson gets it, dishes off to Mitch Wilkins. The streaky Mitch Wilkins gets it down to the forward flank area. Hines roves at best. Mays back to Hines. And then over to Spinks. Spinks by right foot, drop punt, has a crack at goal!
Oh, minor score.
1 point only. A good build-up by Myponga. Really showed something there. And made the Roo boys look flat-footed. So kick in with Mitchell Brook.
Brook over to the pocket, finds Priddle for the Kangaroos. It's going to work their way out of this defensive zone the Mudlarks have set up here. Coming over to the commentary side, ball's popped up. Kempster sets himself. Ross was in there. Hines, oh lovely bit of a spin and a turn there. Tackled and holding the ball on Braden Miller. Good tackle by Cock. Cock just passed it off looking for the coach. He's pushed in the back, was he? Yes, he was. Free kick to Shillaby. So the big boy Shillaby is going to be in front of that big green and gold army there. And they've got Murray the Mudlark in there, which is their bizarre mascot. They put him on the back of the ute and he squawks like a crazy thing. Yeah, I would think that Murray the Mudlark would go off if Shillers kicks this. Throws a bit of grass in the air. Throws 2 pieces of grass in the air. So that breeze is going to be fairly tricky. That tough pocket to kick it from.
He's thrown the blade of grass in the air and it's come back and smacked him in the head. So he's from the not a good angle in the pocket. Sends it goalward, it's looking good, he's slotted it.
Goal to the Mudlarks! And a big cheer goes up. The green and gold army has awoken. So 1 goal 2 for Myponga Sellicks Mudlarks. They played Victor Harbor Kangaroos 2 goals 2 on the FPAG scoreboard.
Geez, you can hear the bar crowd from over here.
You can.
Well, what's going to happen if they win?
Well, that wasn't for the goal, that was the fact they just changed the keg.
Oh, okay.
They cheer for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a party tent. They got the band, they got dancing girls, there's a cocktail party going on. Up in the centre, Darren White umpire, he just gets it over. Butcher bashes it forward. McKinnon though, he's got a bit of a space to work in. Over to Kleining, right foot pass, looking for overall, play on the call. Cooper does well for the Mudlarks. Kick out wide, centre wing position, bouncing ball, Mays leads for it. And it's over the boundary line for a last possession free kick, going to be taken by the Kangaroos.
So, ball now, well, kick didn't go very far. It's down to about between centre wing and the flank. Mitch Wilkins for Myponga, crumbs at best, picks it up, sends it back to where it came from. So we're clubhouse side of the ground. And
Kane Cooper.
Same player, Kane Cooper's going to send it back into attack for Victor Harbor.
Cooper now, long kick, looking for a pack, over the back it goes. Mudlarks, in there was James Hutchinson, head over the ball, and it's going to be a ball up.
So we've got Butcher doing the ruck duties, giving Whitford a bit of a spell. So Butcher goes up, wins the tap. Bryce Gibbs finds the ball, gets it onto his right boot, sends it inside 50, and finds Elms for in the blue suede shoes. Those recognisable boots that he wears, and he doesn't muck around, gets it down to the full forward area, looking for Basham, can't find him, it's chopped off by Myponga player, but we've got Heaslip there, roving at best, gets it out to Gibbs by foot, down to the forward square, but intercept mark taken by Cooper.
Yes, Jack Cooper, last line of defence for the Mudlarks. Oh, kick out here, finds Kennedy, Ben Kennedy, bit of space, I thought he could have played on there, no, just going to settle things down, leads her on. Down the line, little short pass, nice vision there, finds Levi Proud in the side today. Thought he might have missed out from injury, but it's good to see him in. Hard as nails, this bloke, look at him. Built like a Sherman tank. He's going to kick down the boundary line. Looking for a player up here, who's he got? Oh, free kick's being pulled out. Goes the way of the Kangaroos. And so Johnny Butcher's going, what, me? Nah, but yep, that was free kick to Trelaw.
Yeah, Butcher's still wanting to go on with it with the umpire. Might get 25 for lippage if he's not careful. Anyway, Treloar, nice looking kick by him. Sends it down to a pack of players. It's just into the 50 for the Roos. Picked up by Myponga. That player tackled immediately. Harrison Cox got it, but been dispossessed. And umpires found one for too high. Too high on the Myponga player. That's Kempster's copped it a bit of head work, and umpire says, have a free kick, lad.
So Kempster looking for his options. Short passes on. Look at this. Kennedy. Ben Kennedy. Bit of space to work in. Short pass. Is that the way forward for the Mudlarks? He looks around. He's going to handball back here to his brother, the Buddhist. Over there. Up they go. Oh, party trick, Mark. That was Cooper. Kane Cooper. This guy can play.
Oh, we've got one down. Is that Brocky?
Yeah, Stock. Daniel Stock.
Stocky?
Oh, helicopter kick out here. And Kennedy, Sam Kennedy takes the kick.
Daniel Stock still on the ground. He's conscious. He's up on his hands and knees. Anyway, Sam Kennedy sends it down towards Stock, looking for finding Kelly for the Mudlarks. And he looks for and finds Jaden Hines. He couldn't mark it. Jesse McKinnon found the ball, got it out to a teammate who's jumped on by two Myponga players, and we'll have a throw up on the scoreboard side of the ground. Just better than forward flank for the Muddies.
Yeah, big contingency of green and gold in front of him here. Butcher gets a big tap away. Space out here for the Mudlarks. Hines leads for it. In they go. Spinks couldn't get out. Tackled by a couple of Kangaroos. That's fierce, tough tackling. Tackling pressure by the Kangaroos looks to be superior at this stage. So, umpire Darren White's going to ball it up. Here we go. What have the Mudlarks got here? Butcher tries to get free. Bashes it. Little, forward pass there. Spinks. Handball. Hines gets a handball out. Back to Spinks. Was it no Levi Proud? Kick. Misses. Offline through for the minor score.
When Johnny Butcher bashes those, it's worth a small kick.
Well, he can get that clearance. Get a bit of run on for his team. That's what happened there. It's a bit of a chaos situation for his side.
But it's not a fluky thing. He does it deliberately and quite regularly each game.
To space.
So we're Mitchell Brook to bring it in for the Roo boys. From full back.
That's going to be a good contest, isn't it? Brooks on Shillabee.
Oh, he's gone for distance. Another good kick. Gets it past the back flank. Michael Ross couldn't complete the mark. It's on the ground. We've got Sam Kennedy in under trying to feed it out. Gets it out, but only as far as Ben Easlip for the Roos. He gets it by foot down towards forward flank. And Jackson Milms, he's seen a bit of it this quarter. He's marked the ball nicely down low.
Oh, looking for Basham! Basham! Pressure, under pressure. Takes a great diving mark. And there's the Kangaroo supporters right there behind him. Cheered that one on.
The Barbers have been busy around the place this week, haven't they? Basham's had a haircut too.
That's an interesting cut, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on there.
Now, he was double teamed and rightly given it. Did he mark it or get a free kick? Because
I think the mark was there for mine. It looked like it. You deserved the mark. Maybe you got a bit of action late, but Basham now. Opportunity to score. Third goal for the Kangaroos. Kick underway. The ball looks pretty good. It's through the goals. It's a goals to the Kangaroos. So on the FP8 scoreboard, Myponga Sellicks Mudlarks 1 goal 3 play. Victor Harbor Kangaroos 3 goals 3. And this is the first quarter of the 2024 Great Southern Footy League Grand Final. We've gone almost 2 minutes into the time on.
Well, I'm impressed with how they've been kicking the goals down there. They've been a fair way out each time.
Yeah, good goal kicking.
Not easy conditions to be kicking goals.
Yep. Ball up in the centre of the ground. Taken there by Whitford. Now Mitch Wilkins spins out of trouble, gets a kick on it. High Rainmaker, didn't go the distance, so they're just going to fist it somewhere. Overall taps it, nice work by him. The Kangaroos through Dowling. Wide handball out through his teammate there. Kick, left foot towards the goals. It's out of bounds. Was that out of bounds last possession free kick? Or
Spinks will take it from Myponga. So Spinks, just worse than back flank from Myponga, finds his teammate in O'Hanlon with those pink boots. O'Hanlon goes down the line, clubhouse side of the ground to a pack of players. No one can take a contested mark, and the ball spills over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
So opening quarter, you've got to give the chocolates to the Kangaroos. They are on top at the moment. What have the Mudlarks got here? Ball up, overall. Whitford gets a tap. Handball out. Clearance though with the Kangaroos. Ball in dispute. Oh, lovely body work there by Michael Ross. Gets his opponent out. Takes a mark. Kicks it in the forward 50. Looking for Basham. Who's there? Oh, over the back there. Lovely mark by Ben Heaslip. Lovely hands. Juggling mark. And he could get their 4th goal on the board to make this a very dominating quarter for the Victor Harbor side.
If he slots it, it'll hurt Myponga.
Oh, it will.
And their cause. Mate. It will. It really will. Goals are not going to be easy to come by here today. Now he's not. Under normal game conditions, you'd say he's not far out. But today, it sort of adds another, I reckon, 5 to 10 metres of difficulty.
Kick by Heaslip now. The right foot keeps it low. Across the, well across the goals and through for the minor score. So what makes it 3 goals 4 to 1 goal 3 on the FPA scoreboard.
So Muddy's bringing it in. Oh, beautiful. We've attempted torp and we got up to the cricket pitch area. Ball hits the ground. Weiss picks it up for Victor Harbor. Chips it down over to the 50-metre line looking for and finding Elms. Jackson Elms. He's surveying his options.
Elms now. Long kick into the teeth of the goals. Pack forms. Oh, he slipped almost. There's been a push out and it's been picked out there by umpire Cornelius from long range. So not the main umpire there, but just the centre umpire.
Michael Ross, the beneficiary, is he?
Yeah, didn't quite see what that free kick was for, but looks like Michael Ross has got to get a free kick here.
He had about 10 players land on top of him, both colours.
Yeah, it was a big pack, wasn't it?
He got up, he was a little bit stunned.
He looked like you in the jumping castle just earlier, Chris.
Yeah, I sort of had that sensation earlier in the day. But then I didn't have to line up and try and slot one into a swirly wind.
Should get this goal, not much distance, dead in front virtually, kick underway. Ross gets the goal for the Kangaroos, their 4th for the day. On the FPA scoreboard, the Victor Harbor Kangaroos lead 4 goals 3 to the Mudlarks 1 goal 3. And it's a 3-goal margin here in the closing stages of the first quarter. Not much time left in this first quarter. And you would be very happy right now if you're Damien Cross. The score worm is going up and up in favour of the Kangaroos.
And we've got 27.5 minutes gone. Umpire about to recommence proceedings. And ball goes up. Oh, we've got Overall doing the ruck duties for Victor Harbor. He wins it just with a slight tap. Ben Kennedy gets to it first, and umpire's found something of an infringement going the way of Myponga.
Yeah, Wilkins now handballs to the running Kempster. Mudlarks trying to get the ball out of the centre there. Oh, chipping in there was Reece Bartram. Takes the timely mark for the Kangaroos. Says, settle down, fellas. This quarter is long, and I'm going to take a bit of oxygen out of this game. Looking for a lead, just kicks it long. Centre wing position. Oh, big fly over the mark. Back there was Kane Spinks, takes the mark. Good. Oh, there's the siren to end the first quarter.
Yeah, will he have a shot? Whitford style.
Well, mate, he should have had a shot. You're right. That was prime time to have a punt.
Whitford, the 80-metre specialist on after quarter time siren.
Have they learnt nothing? Yes. Well, what a quarter it was for the Kangaroos. They would be absolutely wrapped with that. A 3-goal margin. Pressure now, scoreboard pressure on the Mudlarks. What have they got? More importantly, what has Richo's whiteboard got? He's got magnets flying everywhere. Changes. What's going to happen?
Well, now we're going to have about another 12 to 1,600 people enter the Oval, which I love this. This is just fantastic.
Best,
why not? Bring it on. Country footy. Why not?
So, yes, the Great Southern Footy League. This has been live on the radio, 90.1 streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au. See you soon.